The cunning mode of conventional colonialists in old times was by pitting indigenous peoples against each other so that the losers were controlled by the winning parties while the winning parties were controlled by the colonialists so that it was easy to rob the abundant natural wealth. We certainly know that in this world there are stories of many allied nations that were torn apart by civil wars, as happened with nations on the African continent, Europe, the Middle East, and now Russia fighting against Ukraine. Based on historical facts, that in civil war conflicts are usually mostly triggered by the struggle for natural assets. In the Southeast Asian region, which is rich in natural resources, from ancient times until now it has always been the target of foreign colonizers to be provoked against each other in order to create a hot atmosphere of civil war conflict, so as to create a puppet government of the colonial foreign nation, or nowadays they create a puppet government of a foreign oligarchy which is easy to steer its policies for the benefit of the foreign colonial nation in exploiting and robbing natural resources freely. Likewise, Indonesia and Malaysia are two neighboring, allied, sibling brothers nations of the archipelago in the Southeast Asian region, which have always been the target of exploiting their natural wealth by foreign colonizers through various subtle and rough means. The rude way of the colonial foreign nations to pit Indonesia against Malaysia. Of course, we all still remember the confrontation with Malaysia, which almost sparked a civil war in the 1960s. Then the subtle way until now continues to be exhaled through various provocations to pit Indonesia and Malaysia against each other through online media and social media gaps in order to create a heated atmosphere that is not conducive, which in the end is to create negative feelings of sentiment, mutual suspicion, which erodes mutual trust in one another. All of these rotten efforts were carried out by the intelligence network of the colonial foreign nation, which is so sophisticated, systematic and structured that it has been firmly entrenched in various aspects of the life of the state, government and society. For this reason, we all need to continue to be united against the covert movement of this rotten campaign of pitting foreign colonists against each other. The DFN admin coincidentally found a good campaign against the covert movement of the rotten campaign of pitting one against the other by the foreign colonialists, mentioned in a good article on Nelitis.com that inspires and motivates us to unite together against negative sentiments in relations between Indonesia and Malaysia. The title of the article is, Amaho, Indonesia-Malaysia in Harmony, Smart Strategies of Health Students in Building Harmony in Malaysian Clumps. Here are the full contents. Relations between Indonesia and Malaysia as two neighboring countries often face bilateral problems, such as cultural, political and social conflicts. Several solutions to the conflict have been attempted by the two countries. However, this solution did not resolve the problem to the public, so that negative sentiment regarding Indonesia-Malaysia relations is still rife in society. Amaho is a new solution brought by Indonesian and Malaysian medical students who are assisted by universities and the governments of the two countries to eliminate negative sentiment through activities carried out by collaborations of Indonesian and Malaysian students. All activities in the community are expected to be an example for the community to live in harmony, and negative sentiment towards Indonesia-Malaysia relations can be eliminated. That's the info from the Duniafana News channel. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.